Hello everyone. So welcome back to my channel. I thought I would jump in on a tag or a VR that Robin from Toadstool Tarot has out, and the name of the tag is Beautiful Tarot Backs. So we're looking at the backs of tarot decks and showing off our tarot decks that we think the backs are beautiful. In my opinion, the backs are almost as important as the fronts, but either way, I know that if I love a deck and I don't love the back, I don't love it as much, the deck, you know what I mean? But at any rate, and then I have some in here that I love the backs but don't entirely love the decks. So the topic is beautiful tarot backs. So I'm going to go ahead and start. So my first one, and these are in no particular order. This is the Forest of Enchantment Tarot, and I think they are just gorgeous. This whole deck is just gorgeous. So what I'm going to do is show the backs, and then I'll show a couple of the cards from the deck like Robin did. Forest of Enchantment. Absolutely stunning. Next, this used to be one of my go-to decks. I loved this deck so much. I still do. I don't reach for it anymore. The Green Witch Tarot. I love these backs. I think they are so beautiful. I've heard a lot of readers don't love the backs of these. You don't see this one being used much either, but I love the wood look. And then the roses and the wreath, obviously making a pentacle. I love it. And a couple of cards. It is an all-around, absolutely stunning deck. Absolutely love this deck. It was at one time my go-to. Very beautiful. I know we're talking about backs here, but for those of you, and it's not a newer deck, it's an older deck, but oh my goodness, it's just, it's gorgeous. I've got to start taking that deck back out again. Next one. Now, no one can deny how beautiful the Unfolding Path Tarot deck backs are, as well as the fronts. So you have a reversible back here, and they are just gorgeous. They really did it when they made those backs. And a couple of cards from the deck. This is the mass market edition. Again, another absolutely stunning deck. The Unfolding Path. Next, oh my goodness, am I going to remember them? Okay, Old Style Tarot. This is a newer one in 2024. I believe it came out in 2024. But I just love this, and I have the Lenormand, Old Style Lenormand as well, and the backs are the same, so they pair up beautifully. And a few cards from the deck. When I first got this deck, I really loved it, but then, you know, I still do. I think it's beautiful, but then my problem is I have too many decks, so another deck will come into my collection and wipe out the previous one. Next, the Bee Tarot. This is a linen cardstock. It's reversible. It's just beautiful. What more can you say? It's just absolutely stunning. So, so pretty. And a couple of cards. This is a new deck for 2024. I could not wait for this one to come out. I don't use it as much as I'd like, but I do use it. I use it more for myself. Next, Witch Sister Tarot. I just love the simplicity of these. I edged mine in this brownish color. I don't know if the camera is picking it up. That matches here. So again, this is the Witch Sister Tarot. And a couple of cards from the deck. Gorgeous. This is a deck I use strictly for personal use. The next one is, and a lot of people are going to be like, what? The Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. I absolutely love the roses and the lilies. It's the tradition. And this is my second Rider-Waite clone favorite. But yes, I absolutely love the backings of these. And a couple of cards from the deck. I adore this deck. When I want to reach for a Rider-Waite, this is the one I reach for, or the Sawyer's Redux by Jamie Sawyer. So that one was Radiant Wise Spirit. I believe every deck that I've shown thus far is still in print. Next one, there was just no way around this one. Everyday Enchantment Tarot by the late Poppy Palin. I have one that I did edge. I cut the borders off. It didn't change much, but it changed how I felt about the deck, so I repurchased. So this has been this was a couple years back. But, I mean, look at how gorgeous the backs are. There's so much. And I would say if you are a tarot lover, a tarot collector, and you don't have this deck, I would have to say definitely get it, because one day I believe it will be gone as Poppy is no longer with us. It's such a beautiful, beautiful deck. Yes, it's large, but it doesn't bother me a bit. Everyday Enchantment Tarot. Next, I had to put this one in because it is currently my favorite deck. And this is the, oh my gosh, I can never remember the name of this deck. And it's my favorite deck. Wild Reflections. Wild Reflections. So I like the treetops, the pine, almost pine looking, and it looks like water reflection. And then the symbol or design here, and then the stars. And the cards are absolutely out of this world. Like I said, this is like the deck of the year in my opinion. This is the one, in my opinion, for me anyways. This is my new love. Light Seers has always been my favorite. I actually have 7 copies of this deck. Yeah, don't ask. But Wild Reflections Tarot, highly, highly recommend. Next, Dark Mansion Tarot. I have both editions, and I love both editions backs. But these are, and at first I never liked these backings, but I learned to love them because this is such an interesting, fun deck. And this is the 3rd edition. You know what? I'm going to break out the 4th edition as well, because the 4th edition is just absolutely beautiful, the backings. I wish that they had put the 4th edition backings on this edition, the matte. But either way. So this is the matte edition. And a couple cards. So pretty. And there we have it. And see, they have the black borders. They come like that. I'm sure most in the tarot community know about this deck. That was Dark Mansion 3rd edition. And then we have the gold gilded brown backings of the Dark Mansion 4th edition. And they are just so pretty. It looks like a book almost. And some of the cards, oh, the Queen of Pentacles comes up again. It just came up, I believe, in the last one. No, it was the 9 of Pentacles, but look how beautiful. So this one's the shinier. This one's the glossy version. And I have 2 copies of these because I accidentally ordered 2. So I just, instead of going through the hassle to return these ones, because they come all the way from Tarotteca, whatever it's called. Yeah, Tarotteca Studios. I just said, keep the 2 copies. The new Good Fortune Tarot as well. I've got 3 copies of that. Someone sent me a copy and I have no idea who the company is. Then I purchased 2 others. So I have one for my personal use, one for client use, and then one is still sealed. The next one, absolutely couldn't forget or leave out, is the beloved Bone Stone and Earth Flesh. I just love these. And this is the pouch that I keep it in. It opens up like this, and whoop, and you can hold 2 decks in there, or you can put a little crystal or anything you want in there. And unfortunately, the woman I purchased these, I was able to get a couple of them. She's no longer in business, which broke my heart because I would have bought a ton more of all different styles. So, Bone Stone and Earth Flesh. And a couple of the cards. This one is out of print, but have no fear. Well, I'm not going to give a year or a date, but it will be coming mass market. Unfortunately, I believe 20 or so cards, 17, 18 to 20 cards have changed. No gilding. So, and the backs are different. So, but it is coming mass market. I am quite content with this one. And if I ever get the chance again, I will purchase another copy of this one, given it is in perfect condition. I purchased this from Avalon herself for $444. Yes, that is very, very steep in my opinion, but I contemplated it and contemplated it and contemplated it, and I just said, just get the deck. And the last one that I have taken out today is the Sawyer's Path Tarot, and this one is out of print as well. I just love these. The teal is so pretty, and then the yellows, just so pretty. And this is by Jamie Sawyer. Here's a couple of the cards. The fronts are just as stunning as the backs. This is one of the more gentle but to the point decks. Look at that Page of Cups. Just, it's so gorgeous. The colors are so bold and vibrant. I could just sit here and flip through for forever with this deck. It's just so pretty. Look at that Queen of Swords. But we're here to talk about backs. So those were the decks that I mean, I could have went on and on and on, but I didn't want to go overboard. I'm trying to think if I could, if I had to pick a favorite deck out of all that I just shown, which back would be my absolute favorite. And I would probably have to say, if I had to choose, like, was told you absolutely have to choose. That's really rough. I would have to say this one, The Unfolding Path. Oh, it's really hard between this and the Bone Stone. But even as much as I love the backs and the fronts of this deck, it's not a deck I turn to very often. There are a lot of cards that I don't like in this deck, and there's a lot of cards I do. But there's no doubt about it that those backs are just beautiful. Thank you all for joining me for this VR. Thank you, Robin, for creating this tag. It's a very, very fun one. Take care and be blessed.